been on fire. I actually launched when they first brought the Rastelli chicken bites. I remember when Ray was here. I launched him. He got, no, we're here. We got chicken bites, but there's actual chicken in them. I never forget him saying that. Hey, come on in, because this is indeed a big deal. They're back. Big game time. 7,500 have been spoken for in the last week. 3 or 6 pounds. I'd go for the 6 pounds, because if you do, you're saving $19.98. Chris Menser has been with Rastelli for 25 years. They're meaty and delicious and filled. And if you got that drive-through place where you love your chicken nuggets, you know those chicken, those really, really flavorful ones, gonna beat it here. I'm telling you, nothing else like it. So Chris, let's go through the choices and then we'll take a deeper dive. Because if you want to dive into these, you can. You can do the original 3 or 6 pounds. Save $20 by getting the 6 pounds. They're fantastic. Or you dive into 3 of the 6 pounds of the honey mustard. Honey mustard, and they're not overly soaked in the honey mustard. In fact, they're marinated subtly, aren't they?
Yes.
Just not the breading story.
No, gently rubbed, just a little marinade in each one.
And this one, I'm not a big fan of really drenched buffalo wings.
No.
I love these buffalo.
Yes, because it's just a hint.
It's just a hint, guys. This is actually the most limited now, so we did not bring in an inordinate amount in. We brought in just enough to send you right now. So let's get into what Rastelli wanted to do. Our #1 food brand, if they're going to bring chicken bites.
Yes,
to Q.
And what we did is just exactly what you said, Rick. We wanted something that was real chicken, something that had, when you ate it, you're eating white meat. You're eating actually all natural white meat from local farms, Rick. And the reason we went local
is... Hold up, shot, right there.
Uh-oh, stop moving my hands. That's what a chef does. So look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful. And if you look at this, look how thin the crust is on this. It's just a gentle breading. It's not like you find on the normal ones that are covered and it's all breading with no chicken, but it's all natural chicken from local farms that we've been dealing with for 48 years that are right in our backyard, Rick.
In fact, what do we do? Here's what we did. So this is what we're doing. If you've ever seen a chicken nugget, ever seen some of those videos of what a chicken nugget is, like the other kinds of brands that are out there that aren't real, believe me.
This is where it started.
Ray told me how a chicken nugget is made.
Yes.
And I could not believe it. And I'm not going to explain it to you.
You don't want to know.
You
just don't want to know. Yeah, you just don't want to know.
That's not what you're getting.
And that's what was brought to Ray's house by his kids.
For his kids.
For his grandkids. And he's like, that's not okay. So what we did, boom, fresh chicken breast. Look at the size of that chicken meat. It's cut by hand by our kitchen, by our butchers, hand trimmed. Every piece of fat gristle gone. Then we take a little touch of honey mustard, a little panko and Parmesan cheese, boom. Then we take the buffalo. We add a little buffalo sauce, and then we bread it in our panko and parm. And for our original, we take our panko and our Parmesan cheese, and that's it. That's how we do it.
Do it. Here comes the 6 pounds, all bagged for you, all ready to go, all ready to put in your air fryer when you get it. Big national championship game. Ohio State,
big game.
Notre Dame, NFL football, basketball, where you're always going to have an event, a movie night, or what are we going to have for dinner? This is now an entree. This is not just a bad snack, right?
Look at the size of this chicken.
Good.
Look at the size of this bite. It's actually a chunk. And then we break that open and look. Real chicken like you just saw. All natural. The reason these are so juicy, I want you to know, you're going to get these home, right? You're going to put them in your air fryer for 12 minutes at 400. You're cooking them for the first time. They're going to be par baked. There's just going to be a little golden crust on them.
Say that again. You're cooking them for the first time.
You're cooking them for the first time. They will be raw. So that's why they're so juicy.
Come on.
12 minutes in the air fryer at 400.
That actually changes everything.
It's a game changer.
Because the bad ones, the little dinosaurs and whatever,
yeah,
they're not even, they're done. They're cooked. You just heat those things up from frozen. Who knows what they are? You're
really
cooking these. So you got a chicken dinner
for your big
coming your way.
You do. And then
that's all fresh chicken that you're getting.
And this, again, you mentioned it. It's not just for kids. It's not just for chicken nuggets, right? I'm going to just show you what we do at our house.
No, this is the original?
This is the original. And then, Rick, teriyaki. Now you have fried rice.
Personalizing this over
fried
the top.
rice, because it's actually
How about
just
that,
a clean breaded.
Monifa, let's go.
That's the original.
I'm coming in. Like I said, I launched this big deal. These are, I call them chicken chunks. They're not bites. They're chunks of real white meat chicken. That breading is so lightly, but I love that it has a little seasoning in it, and you taste the meat, and that's what I love.
So what is the favorite flavor here? Let's dive into this buffalo here.
So the buffalo.
buffalo.
I'm going to put the buffalo. Look at this. You're going to get anywhere from.
It's really subtle.
You're going to get like 15 to 20. Oh, yeah, the buffalo is so subtle, right? It's not
Yeah.
burning your mouth off. It's not. You don't
This is
need
more of a
water.
flavor.
Yeah, it enhances the actual chicken.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted that Parmesan and that panko with a touch of buffalo, with a touch of honey mustard, and just the original to enhance that chicken flavor.
I
And
have
that's what
tried
we
them
did.
all. Monifa, do you have a choice?
Oh yeah, buffalo all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Of the three?
Of the three.
Okay, I'm
Of the
making my
three.
choice.
What are you thinking?
I'm going to go original.
Okay.
Wow.
The
Okay.
classic original.
Yeah.
Because now I can take that classic original and I can add any dipping sauces I want to it, add that teriyaki over the
Yeah.
top, get that 6 pounds right now. My vote would be 6 pounds original, save the $20, stock up. I love the fact that you said that. These are not cooked yet.
They're
I'm gonna
not.
take some of
They're
that.
not. And this is look at the size of the slider. This is one piece. You're going to make 16 sliders to one bag, one bag of this chicken.
You're
How
a mom,
great is
right?
that?
You got kids, right? That whole story of giving these chicken nuggets that aren't actual meat, are there? No,
The worst.
technically they are chicken, but you don't want to know the process, right?
We don't want to know the process.
These are now,
Absolutely.
to Monifa's point, chicken chunks. They're
Yeah.
big, huge. In fact, that's 6 pounds. You have an entree. You have a bunch of entrees that you can put now over rice. That you can have chicken and waffles. You know what? Another one? Oh, New Year.
Oh, what?
Oh man, you want to cut down on the carbs. You're eating more salads, right?
Yeah.
Little
We
boring
all are.
chicken
I
over the
know.
salad, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, I gotta have some flavor, man.
Yeah.
Add this over the salad.
It's true.
And you got here, New Year, new you. Rosalie Brown called new. Happy New Rear is what
Oh,
you
I
call
love
it.
it. I love that. I love
this
that.
is your opportunity right here. You
Yeah.
can do that. That is it. How many people shopping? 500 in this show. M133030. Tell me about this brand, if you would. Let's remind everybody who might be new, Chris.
Rastelli's, we've been doing this for 48 years now. We've been the leader at QVC, the #1 food vendor at QVC. And what we want to make sure is we bring you the best and the cleanest ingredients and the freshest meats and chicken that we can bring you.
That's great.
And that's why when we started seeing dinosaurs and ABCs and chicken, it just wasn't okay.
man.
It wasn't okay. So we needed to do something a little bit better. And then this is what you get. You get all natural chicken breasts. The reason this is so juicy, #1, it's all natural. #2, right? It's cooked for the very first time at home.
Hold that
Right?
one
I
shot.
gotta hold that one shot. I'm so sorry.
That is just a whisper
this.
of that breading over the top.
and if you
So,
see that,
3 or 6 in the honey mustard, 3 or 6 pounds in the buffalo, 3 or 6 pounds in the original. So how do you get the buffalo and the honey mustard? What's that process, Chris?
it's just literally we make our own sauces. We gently rub it into the chicken very lightly
Before you bread it.
Before we bread it.
So it's not so the sauce, the flavor isn't in the breading. It's in the marinating.
It's not in
of
the breading.
chicken.
It's in the marinating of the chicken. It
Oh,
really
that's
is.
interesting.
Yeah, and we want to make sure that it's just really, really just simple and easy, not heavy, so we can control that process, right?
Best way that you make yours.
I actually like mine in the oven. What I do is I put them in the oven on a sheet pan at 400 degrees for 12 minutes. I flip them and then I let them cook for another 5 minutes. And then what you get, Rick, from
Yeah.
that, I'm gonna
Bite after bite after bite.
yeah,
Let's
I'm
line
gonna,
some
I'm
of these
gonna,
up.
I'm gonna bang on this.
Chicken, chicken, and more chicken.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
It's crunchy from the oven.
That's great.
You know, and again, like to your
That-
point, Rick, every single one.
Or that.
There's no. Look,
Here's
there's
your
no-
choice.
There's no
That
secrets.
guy, you know what you didn't do? You know what you didn't do? You
did I
didn't
do?
cut open this. Like, look at this. I'll cut this open. That's an open shot. Guys, what is that? That's that other chicken. That's that other whatever that is, that nuggety thing that you don't know about. I just cut into that.
And I want
That's nasty.
I'm going to show you right out of the bag because I think that's important to see what these are looking like when they're coming out of the bag.
All right.
So these are actually, we throw these in the fryer, Rick, for about 10, 20 seconds just to get the initial golden brown on them. They are still going to be raw on the inside. The reason we do that is when you put them in your air fryer, they're going to continue to cook and they'll get nice and crunchy, right? That little pre-fry. But look how many you're getting in here and look how big these are. Look at the size of these.
It's our big deal, and the big deal price doesn't last. Like the one-time only value goes away at the end of the show, which is about 27 minutes. That's Anderson's and those fritters. This is our big deal for Rastelli. It's a stock up and save on the 6-pound version. It's M133030. Ship weeks are now or the 2nd of February if you want to, but I would get them now. Go for it. Get the 6-pound, and your choices are going to be the honey mustard, the buffalo, or that original. So
Yes.
I'll name each one. And when I say original and flavor profile, How do you describe that?
Original is going to be your Parmesan cheese and your panko. It's going to be nice and clean. And guess what? You can do anything with it. How about pasta with this aioli? Garlic and oil, tossed with the chicken on your pasta. You can do a lemon sauce on your pasta. So that's going to adhere to any flavor that you do. And because the breading is so thin, it's going to absorb any flavor that you put on it, like we did on that teriyaki, right? It's going to do the same thing. You can even use the original with buffalo sauce.
Other items that we have on Q, right? They're a heat and eat story, which has its own benefits. That's not the case here. These are not cooked yet.
They're not.
So guess what? You heat these up, pop them in your air fryer, pop them in your oven, all the instructions. And by the way, when it comes to Rastelli, nobody gives better instructions on how to make a prime rib, how to make your steak, how to make your burgers, or in this case, how to make your white meat chicken bites.
And
because they're perfect every time.
And Rick, they're going to come to you in this 1 pound bag, right? Which has all the information on the back. So everything we just talked about as far as cooking is on the back here. So you don't have to write down what it is. And also, if you look at this, 23 grams of protein on every single serving. So about 4 or 4.5 of these are going to give you 23 grams of protein.
More protein, more flavor, and a big savings here by saving $20. Original, my choice, buffalo, that's Monifa's choice, or the honey mustard, 3 or 6 pounds, one time or on that auto delivery. You lock in every 60 days for 1 full year. You can lock in it. This is a good meal, a good snack, good way to start your day. You name it. By the way, is he here? Is he in the studio? Is he making a personal appearance today, Jimmy the Baker? Maybe. Is he really?